semifinal between the LaSalle Lancers, the 5 seed, and the top seed, Anderson Raptors. I'm Geoff Kim, glad to have you along for this one. Mark Kennedy is your videographer. We have the sights and sounds for you tonight here from Charles L. Brown Stadium here in Forest Park on the east side of Cincinnati. Should be a great one here. The starting lineup to the opening kickoff when we return here on Spectrum News 1. Semifinals, the top seed Anderson beat the 8th seed a week ago. Withrow right here at Brown Stadium, 29-6. Owen Scow threw for 294 yards and a couple of touchdowns for the win. For the 5 seed LaSalle, they went on the road. They beat the 4th seed Xenia 14-7. The Lancers allowed just 135 yards in winning their 4th game in a row. Anderson has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. And so let's give you the starting lineups for the LaSalle Lancers at 11-2 on offense. The head coach is Pat McLaughlin in his 8th year, 68-41 at the school. His quarterback, if he's able to go tonight, Javier Carter. The running backs are David Malone and Nasir Salam. Teron Lester and Drew Dipsinski are the wide receivers. Hunter Ogden is the tight end. The left tackle is Max Keefe. Matthew McAllister, the left guard, Spencer Rega, the center, the right guard, Wes Satterfield, and Ramir Murphy, the right tackle. On defense for the Anderson Raptors at 11-0, Evan Dreyer in his 10th year, 96-28 at the school. Landon Edwards, Nick Pastura, and Ryland Dean up front. Antoine Higgins, Tanner Holt, Reed Baker, and Brady Kuhn are the linebackers. Kamari Ty and Ace Alston are the corners. Brandon Bolander and Mark Madden are the safeties. It'll be Maddox Snyder to kick off out to the north end of the stadium. Anderson clad in the black, and away we go here in Forest Park. It's Salam up to the right side, a head full of steam across the 25 and out to the 30, and a good starting position here for visiting LaSalle. LaSalle is 9-3. They have scored 307 points this year on offense. That is 25.5. On the other side, Anderson on defense, just 133 points on defense. That is 12 points a ball game. So they'll be at the 30-yard line to get started here on offense. And it's Carter, rolls left. He does get the start, and it's incomplete. Looking on that left side. Second down. We had mentioned that Anderson only gives up 12 points a ball game. They score a ton, 47 points. On the other side, when LaSalle's on defense, they give up just about 18.5 points a ball game. Carter's at quarterback. He was injured in the game against Xenia a week ago. Had practiced sparingly during the week and is able to go here. And it's to the running back. David Malone for a couple of yards to bring up third down. Brady Kuhn, the ECC Defensive Player of the Year, makes a stop. LaSalle scoring 112 points in the first quarter of games this year, giving up only 10. If they're going to win this ball game tonight, they need a quick start. On 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. A reset at the line, a check with me back to the head coach, Pat McLaughlin, who's also the offensive coordinator. 50 seconds deep, 3-step drop, Carter rolls left, escapes trouble, out to the sideline, throws it complete, out for a first down. Amari Time made the stop, but Hunter Ogden collects the pass, his 24th of the year, and moved the chains, 1st and 10. Out of the 41-yard line. I think we had called our Ogden's name, beg your pardon, it was Teron Lester, and a run play for a few yards. Anderson on the other side has only given up 30 points in the first quarter to opponents this year. So as we have mentioned to start things off, points are going to come at a premium tonight here in this first quarter, we expect, if the defenses are what they think they are. We mentioned Malone, who averages just about 6 yards a carry at the running back spot. He sets up next to Javier Carter. Another reset. And Jack McLaughlin is a single flanker out to the right. And the keep. It's by Carter. He gets a couple of yards. He's a dynamic runner to be sure. Team's leader in rushing this year with 666 yards coming in to bring up 3rd down. We have an injured player out on the field for Anderson, so we'll step aside for this timeout. 9:25 left to go here in the opening quarter. No score here on Spectrum News 1. Beautiful conditions here tonight in Forest Park. 58 degrees, barely a breeze to speak of, and we had sunny skies today, so we're not expecting any rain of any sort. Tonight's referee, as we go through the officials, John Henry Coughlin. He is the referee. The umpire is Matthew Wilson. The linesman, Joe Goucher. The line judge, Travis Peters. Michael Warner, the back judge, and Dalen Myricks is the center judge. And we see the injured player get up. Looks like Nick Pastura, one of the defensive linemen, is being helped up. It's a small line for Anderson. One of the things that we were mentioning up in the press box prior to the ball game, it's a particularly small line for a team that's #1 in the state. And as you get further on in the playoffs, you're going to see bigger and bigger offensive lines. LaSalle, no exception to that big offensive line, especially on the right side where Wes Satterfield is 318 pounds at right guard, and the right tackle, Ramir Murphy, is 350. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6. Here in Forest Hills tonight, over at Charles L. Brown Stadium, no score, just getting started here in this one, in this Region 8 semifinal. It's Ogden in motion, and the roll right and a flag. It's a false start against the visiting LaSalle Lancers.
False start, Lancers. Is now spotted at the 40-yard line. It's down!
3rd and 11 with 8:50 left to go here in this opening quarter. Little check with me here again. An extra tight end in this package. That's Jonathan Dixon on the right side of the line. He's really in there as an extra blocker. He has yet to catch a pass this year, even though he's a tight end. Twins to the bottom of your screen. Lancers are sure taking their time here this evening. 5-step drop. Carter, the deep ball to the right, and it's incomplete out at the 30-yard line and turned it for Lester. And it'll be a punting situation, and Anderson will get their first touch of the ball tonight.
Your score is 11. Landon Edwards in punt formation. Deep to receive, number 2.
The deep return man is Mark Madden, who's got a couple of touchdown returns on punts this year. It's away, and it's away from Madden out to the sideline.
Punt is out of bounds.
Let's see where they officially spot this one with 8:09 left to go during this opening quarter. They're going to give him the 30.
Ball started at the 27-yard line.
All right, they're going to back to the 27. So it's a 27. 42-yard punt, nothing on the return, and Anderson will go to work with Owen Scalf, their junior quarterback, completing 72.5% of his passes this year. Jordan Davis is the running back. Cooper Kathman, Braden Moore, Keegan Jalick, and Tyson Weaver are the wide receivers. And they like to go in a hurry. Looking left, completing left on that first pass.
Owen Scalf completes the pass to Jordan Davis.
It's the running back out of the backfield, Jordan Davis. And he is a multi-purpose threat. In fact, Evan Dreyer, prior to the ball game, says he wants Davis to get at least 15 touches. And they go quick again to the right side for a first down. So Davis again on 2 straight pass plays. Graham Hermans is the left tackle. Tegan Kari Tuntuku is the left guard. Quentin Gage in the center. Mike Windsor, the right guard. Brady Riley is the right tackle. On 1st and 10, they go over the middle, incomplete. So Jordan Davis incomplete. So 3 straight to that threat. We do list him as a running back. He is a primary ball carrier with 572 rushing yards. They don't have a 1,000-yard rusher, unlike a year ago when they had Darrell Turner. 7:32 left to play here in this opening quarter. No score. On 2nd and 10. They motion Tyson Weaver down to the bottom of your screen. Play action, the throw out to the far sideline, complete. Braden Moore gets his first catch, his 36th catch of the year. Shabar Jones, Darion Spragues, Matthew Thaler are the defensive linemen. On 3rd and 6, and they run it up into the line for very short yards. And it'll be 4th down, and they'll probably stay on the field. Let's give you the linebackers. Colin Woldridge, Hayden Neff, and Rodney Portis. Claude Moore and Zion Maddox are the corners. The safeties are Jordan Hall, Kamari Price, and Nakari Isaacs. And 4th and 5. No surprise, who's the check with me by Owen Scalf back to the sideline. Back to the play caller, Evan Dreyer, the head coach. Got Davis in the backfield with them. Motioning Kathman, and they fill up the bottom of your screen. Another check with me, and now we got to stop. And a timeout. Timeout with 6:47 left to go here in this opening quarter. We'll step aside too here on Spectrum News 1. 6:47 left to go here in this opening quarter. No score between the top seed Anderson Raptors and the 5 seed LaSalle Lancers. Glad to have you along for this one. I'm Geoff Kim. Mark Kennedy has your sights here tonight, and we're glad to have you along here at Charles L. Brown Stadium. So on 4th down, this is a normal thing to see Anderson go for it. They've only punted 3 times this year. 3. And they'll show twins to the bottom of your screen. Owen Scalf drafting traffic, 72.5% passer this year, 3,600 yards with 31 touchdowns. He is prolific. 3-step drop, looking left, now in trouble, throws complete for a first down. Cooper Kathman out across the 50 and move the chains for a first down. Kathman with his 55 catch of the year. And now another quick snap, the throw again to the left, too high and upended. Wow, Tyson Weaver went feet overhead, and he's slow in getting up. In fact, he's still on the ground. Completely flipped over, and we've got an injury stoppage in play here. So with 6:30 left to play, we'll step aside as well. No score between Anderson and LaSalle here on Spectrum News 1. Tyson Weaver's okay. He comes off the field underneath his own power, and we resume play. A fast-moving first quarter to be sure, and of course, with Anderson on the field, they are prone to go. They go twins to the top. And it's Davis in the backfield with Scout. Scout three-step drop with time. He throws. It's complete out of the 40-yard line, close to a first down. Braden Moore with the second catch. And Nasir Salam, who sees time on both sides of the field, and they go to the running play to Davis. Davis off right tackle, nowhere to go. So the last pass play wasn't a first down. They try to go quick count. Nothing doing there, and with just a hair under 6 minutes left to play in this opening half, it's 4th and short. So another 4th down play here. They go to a stack to the bottom, and an extra back in the backfield. And Davis pushing his way, he's not gonna get the first down. Pushed all the way backwards for a loss on the play. Colin Woolbridge there, as well as Claude Moore. So both defenses showing up huge in the early going, punch, counter punch. We'll see if LaSalle slows it down a tick. Anderson just went 10 plays, but turned it over on downs. They motion Ethan Lisi out to that side, and a run! And a big run out there. David Malone for a first down. This one may be coming back. Conferring out in the middle of the field, out at the 40. John Henry Coughlin is your referee tonight. Bring it on back. So it's a hold against LaSalle. So a 12-yard gain, mark off 10. That's a 22-yard difference in position. These two teams are no strangers to one another. This is the 5th meeting between the two schools. LaSalle leads the series 3-1, though the last game they played, it was an Anderson win a year ago out in Sharonville at Princeton High School. And the give to Malone off the left side, a little give off the end, could not find the corner and made it to 30. Darrell Turner, and those here in Forest Hills will remember him. He scored the game winner from a yard out with 3:09 left to go, as Anderson won the Region 8 title for the 2nd straight year, winning that game 28-21 over these LaSalle Lancers. Brady O'Connor on the other side for LaSalle, as a single wing quarterback, scored a couple of times for LaSalle. Another check with me back to the sideline, and twins on each side. We see Ogden in a slot to the right. 3-step drop, looking right, throwing right for Ogden. Has the original line of scrimmage and a couple yards more. Javier Carter is a 58% passer this year, 105 for 181 for 1,144 yards, 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and a rating of 119.4. 3rd and 7. LaSalle is converting on 49.6% of their third down attempts this year. Anderson on the other side, holding opponents to just 25% on third down. 3rd and 7 with 3:40 to go. In a fast-moving first quarter. Ogden back to the line. 3-step drop for Carter. In trouble. Harassed. Now rolling to the left. Needs to throw it out to the sideline. Incomplete. Out in front of the feet of Teron Lester. And it'll be another punting situation for the Lancers.
4th and 7. Grayson Vita in punt formation for Lancers. Set the receive for the Raptors, number 2, Mark Madden.
Mark Madden is backing up to his 15-yard line to return this punt. All spotted at the 43-yard line. And a good kick away. Madden will let it go inside the 20.
And the punt rolls out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Raptors.
So it's a punt. That goes 39 yards, no return. And with 3:15 left to go here in this opening quarter, that's where they'll set up shop. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line, and Anderson with another try. Quick throw from Scalf, incomplete. Just a little quick hitter for Tyson Weaver, who's in the slot position. You'll see Tyson, by the way, set up in multiple spots at
2nd and 10.
6'2", 195 pounds. You'll see him out on a wing to set up run blocks. But incomplete on the quick hitter, and Scalf looking, 3-step drop, looking left, and now it's harassed, and the ball's out! Out at the 18-yard line! The South says they have it, and they do! So the first big turnover of the ball game belongs to the Lancers, and they got prime field position.
The ball started at the 17-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Lancers.
Spot the ball officially at the 18. And this is by far the best field position we've seen all night for anybody. Both teams have a negative differential on turnovers this year. After that last turnover, both are -2. They've given up the ball twice more than they've actually taken away. It's Carter, the keeper, for a couple. As we have mentioned, Carter is the leading rusher on this team, not just the quarterback, so he's an all-purpose threat. And that's how they made their living this year, as opposed to a year ago where Pat McLaughlin's son was the quarterback, a 3-year starter, and they did pass a lot more prolifically and having bigger targets down the field. 2:37 to go here in this fast-moving first quarter. No score. Tight formation is that Woldridge. And he finds a little seam off the A-gap. He has a first down. Colin Woldridge in the tank play, and they're going to run that a bunch tonight in goal line and short yardage situations. Woldridge coming in with 286 yards on the ground, a pickup of 12, and with 2:02 left to go here in this first quarter, they're knocking on the door. 1st and 10, 1st and goal at the 6. And again, that single wing with Wooldridge. Wooldridge keeps right side, flag on the play. It came from the defensive backfield, and maybe he gained a yard, and we'll have to sort this one out.
No gain on the play. However, we do have counting flags on the play.
So the one we saw came from the defensive backfield. And that should be against the Lancers. Usually when you see that, you're thinking false start.
First and goal, Lancers.
Well, it's not against the Lancers, it's against Anderson. And it's half the distance to the goal line. Again, the single wing. Wooldridge, step to my Lou, off that A gap, and he gets a couple on that. Right now, what you're seeing from Pat McLaughlin is he's trying to shorten the game. How do you shorten the game? The running game. Keep the clock moving. And if you know if you're going to run,
It's second and goal.
with a reliable ball carrier, you just go ahead and do it. You just say, we're going to run, see if you can stop us. Again, they go big. It's second and goal from the 2-yard line with 33 ticks left to go in this first quarter. Wooldridge stopped. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost yardage on that play.
Abruptly at the line of scrimmage by Anderson Arby Flanagan.
And we'll see with 24 ticks on the clock if that's the last play of this first quarter. The clock is stopped.
It's third.
You see 24 frozen on the clock in terms of seconds, and we're still waiting here. And surprise, surprise, maybe for the team in Anderson, who has scored so many points a ball game, 47 a ball game, held out of the end zone so far on a couple of drives tonight, though they did turn over the ball on their last drive. And now the clock will evaporate to 3 zeros, and we head to the second. Scoreless here in Forest Hills between Anderson and LaSalle. We'll come back with the second when we return here on Spectrum News 1. We head to the second, scoreless here in Forest Hills between Anderson and LaSalle as we switch sides of the field and attack the north end zone. LaSalle on the doorstep of pay dirt. They're in the white tops tonight with the red pants. And the red striping on the helmets is the black uniforms with the orange trim and the white numerals tonight for the home team, the Raptors. Number 1 team in Division II this year, unbeaten in 11 games. And the quarterback, Carter, throws incomplete, intended for Hunter Ogden in the back of the end zone. On the 6th play of this drive, that's the first pass. And it's 4th and goal, and if you're McLaughlin, what do you do here? Knowing how prolific Anderson is, it appears that they're going to go for it. Well, Carter's now coming out of the ball game, and let's see if they go back to that single wing again. And the snap, it's Wooldridge, left side, stopped initially, pushes forward for a touchdown. 6-0 LaSalle. He was stopped initially at the 2, surged forward, and gives LaSalle the lead. Wooldridge has scored for the 7th time this year as he puts the 5 seed up on the board first. It's Grayson Bedak on the kick. He slipped while kicking, but it is good. Good job by Jack McLaughlin to hold on to the snap and put it right where he needed to for Bedak to get it. And we head to the timeout. First blood drawn by the Lancers, 7-0 tonight here in this ball game here on Spectrum News 1. Off the turnover, it was a 7-play drive that went 18 yards. 3 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. Wooldridge on 4th down. The 3-yard keeper. Point after is good. And the brand new score here in Forest Hills is 7-0. It's not very often that you see Anderson behind in any ball game. Given how much they scored this year, 518 points into their 12th game. But they've been held out of the end zone so far. The deep return man is Mark Madden. Madden gets it at the 5. He lost the handle and it's out of bounds. Bad luck for the Anderson Raptors. It popped out of his hands and went out to the sideline. And bad field position here to start off this drive on their first touch of the ball here in the second quarter. They'll officially place this ball at the 7-yard line. It's 1st and 10 at the 7-yard line. Twins to the bottom of your screen, 3 to the top. They look off to that side, and it's complete. And it goes to Braden Moore, his 3rd catch of the night. So a lot of quick hitters so far by Evan Dreyer here in this ball game. 2-yard gain as they'll put the ball at the 9, and they'll move quickly again. Twins to the bottom. Looking right, now looking, steps up, is Scout. He throws, it's complete, out past the 20-yard line. It's Weaver, beg your pardon, Moore again, his 4th catch, and this one goes for a first down. Pick up a 14 and they go quickly. Scout looking right, in trouble, now steps, throws, incomplete, nearly picked off, intended for Jalen. And Colin Wooldridge, who is the story of the ball game right now, was there and closest to it to get that one. But it's incomplete to bring up 2nd down. 3 to the left. Looking right, sets up a screen. And they break out to the middle, and a good rally by LaSalle. Weaver on the catch. And John Smith, a backup defensive end, and on the stop. 3rd and 7. Scout looking left again, throwing left again, and incomplete. Intended for Tyson Weaver, and do you punt here this deep in your own territory? Again, as we had mentioned, Anderson has only punted 3 times all season long. But they're behind and they're deep in their own end of the field. They need the 33 for the line to gain, and they will go. Anderson is 52.5% on 4th down this year, on 4th and 7. Now it's a quick punt. It's the 4th punt of the year. And Owen Scalp places the ball at the 15-yard line with 10:33 left to go here in this first half. 7-0 LaSalle. That's a 59-yard punt for Owen Scalp. His previous long was 38, so it's not so much as that he got a lot of air under it, but he got a favorable roll that went 20 extra yards, and it'll set LaSalle back with 10:33 to go. LaSalle nursing a 7-0 lead. Carter empties out the backfield, and he'll keep and gain a couple of yards.
Stopped by Landon Edwards. Loss of 1. It's 2nd and 11.
No gain. It appears that he lost a yard on that one. 1st and 10. McLaughlin is the split end to the left, and now we got a flag coming in from the sideline. Anderson was a little impatient.
Offsides, Raptors.
And it'll be 5 against the home team.
It's 2nd and 6.
LaSalle goes 3 to the right. And now Anderson again showing blitz. They'll reset. Again, McLaughlin's alone to the left. Carter lost the handle, and he'll have to fall on it at the 15-yard line. So another loss on the play to bring up 3rd and long. And if you're Anderson, you really need this because LaSalle perpetuated a drive in short territory to push a touchdown in on the last drive. They really could use a 3-and-out here. With 9:10 left to go here in this first half. Another check with me, and they'll check with the sideline. They go empty on the left side, 3 to the right. Ogden's in a slot to the right. You're thinking pass here in this situation. Here's a throw, incomplete, right over the middle, looking for Teron Lester, and that'll be 3-and-out. So not Lester, it's Drew Dipsinski, 5, not 6. And with 8:39 left to go, it'll be a punting situation. Madden's at his own 45-yard line. Bedacht on the punt from the shadow of his own goal line. Madden gets it on a bounce at the 50. And he breaks out of the tackle, comes right, has a lane to the 40, out to the 30, down to the 20, cuts back to the 10, to the 5, goodbye! 50-yard punt return, the 3rd this year for Mark Madden, 7-6. Have mercy. Madden got it on a bounce right at the 50, broke contain, found the outside lane, broke a tackle at the 20, and was free sailing at that point with 8:21 left to go here in this opening half. Mark Madden is something else. It's Maddox Snyder on for the point after. The lefty kicker boots it all through and ties it up. Knotted up at 7 here in Forest Hills. We'll head to the timeout here on Spectrum News 1. You can watch the OHSAA Game of the Week live each Friday on Spectrum News 1 and on the Spectrum News app. And in the playoffs, several other games each Friday are available on our website. Just look for Scream High School Sports. Games will also remain there on demand. Well, if you're demanding action here in this one, we've got it for you. A Mark Madden 50-yard punt return for a touchdown. Point after good, brand new score, knotted up at 7 between Anderson and LaSalle. The Raptors really needed a boost in the second quarter and got one from Madden. Here's the kick into the end zone for a touchback. We mentioned the third punt return for a touchdown for Madden. That's his fourth touchdown on special teams this year. He recovered a block kick for a score earlier during the regular season. Should be a fun one here the rest of the way, tied up at 7. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the 3-7 game in Region 8. Trotwood, Madison, and Harrison. That one's up in Trotwood, up in the Dayton area here tonight. You would imagine that they'll find a comfortable middle ground between one of these schools and Trotwood, Madison, if that's where it is, and the run play out to the left side, and not much there. Jordan Hall on the run. He got 9 carries in the game last week against Senior. So seeing a little bit more time at running back here as we progress through the playoffs. Under 8 to play here in this first half. They go 4 to the top. They look right. Set up the screen to the right. They stiff it out, Anderson does. Kamari Ty, the cornerback, the senior cornerback, stiffed that one out for a loss. Sal goes twins to the near side. Another check with me by the quarterback, Carter. Deep drop with time, throws to the right, and it's a 50-50 ball and ties up to the challenge. A pass defended very well by the senior corner, Kamari Todd. She took that one away from Teron Lester. And it'll be another punting situation for the Lancers with 6:52 left to go here in this first half. And Madden again out at the 43. Punt is away. Madden angles back to the sideline to the left, and this one will go out of bounds. No chance to return this one.
At the 40-yard line, it is 1st and 10, Raptors.
But in any case, it'll be good field position out of the 40-yard line after a 43-yard punt by Bedeck. Deep drop with time scout. Home run to the right. It is complete. Out of the 30. Up to the 20. To the 10. To the 5. Goodbye. Cooper Kaufman. One play does it all. 13-7. On a 60-yard catch and run. The first touchdown pass tonight for Owen Scout. His 32nd of the year. They'll go for 2, and it will be Jordan Davis in. Now we have a touchdown. So Kaufman did not get in on that last play. They hurried right to the line. Davis got in from a couple of yards out. Now we have a score, and a brand new one at that, 13-7. Some insanity here in the late minutes of the second quarter. LaSalle could not catch up to LaSalle as they ran down the field. Maddox Snyder pushes it through, and we've got a brand new score. We'll sort this one out when we return. 6:28 left to go here in this first half. 14-7 Anderson here on Spectrum News 1. Two-play drive, 60 yards, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run. Point after's good. 17 seconds off the clock in a fire drill by Anderson, and they're up 14-7. So 2 consecutive scores, and it'll be one of the upmen out at the 12-yard line. Return man takes it back across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Jack McLaughlin, and good field position for LaSalle. So from the naked eye, when we had Anderson on offense in the last drive, it looked like Cooper Kathman scored. They marked him out at the 2. Anderson went down in a big old hurry to make sure that they could punch it in, knowing that LaSalle would be caught off guard and out of position. Up 14-7, LaSalle now has the ball. McLaughlin on the right side for maybe a yard. Antoine Higgins pushed him out. One of the 4-star defensive players here for the Raptors, Higgins and Ace Alston. Both heavily recruited. Empty backfield for the quarterback, Javier Carter. Another check with me. Oh, and they blow that one up. The senior defensive lineman Landon Edwards blew it up in the backfield for a loss. 3rd down and long. A loss of 2. And Anderson's defense has stiffened here in the second quarter. It's Carter with another check with me. They motion Ogden back to the left and bring a trifecta out there, and we got a flag coming from the defensive backfield and set LaSalle back 5. It's a false start. 14-7 with 4:38 left to play here in this first half. All 3 scores have come here in the second quarter. Triplets to the left. Hunter Ogden's coming off the field. And they're going to put McLaughlin in his place. Usually you don't want to get Ogden out of the ball game. He's been so valuable both on the blocking, on the running game, and in the passing game in the deep middle. Triplets to the left. Carter with a 3-step drop. Steps up, now runs out of time, rolls and is dropped. James Schnurstein, backup linebacker, the senior on the sack. And we got a stoppage in play here. with 4:29 left to go here in this first half. We mentioned the prolific nature defensively of Anderson with Ace Alston and Antoine Higgins. Both are in the class of 2027. Both are 4-star recruits. Alston's had a second visit to South Bend, out to Notre Dame, where Marcus Freeman is the head coach. And Antoine Higgins is showing a ton of interest right now in the Big Ten. Mark Madden backs up to his own 37-yard line. They set up the return, and the boot comes to the left side. It spins backward. Madden is going to have to get away from it out at the 28-yard line. 48-yard punt, nothing on the return, and with 4:20 left to go here in this first half, Anderson wants to play tack on. They lead this ball game 14-7. Tyson Weaver in a slot to the right. In fact, we now have 3 to the right. And they throw to the right, and it's complete to Kathman. Kathman had the big 58-yarder on the last drive. He has 9 on this play to bring up second and short. Claude Moore on the stop. Second and short, and a run play. And it's good for a first down for Jordan Davis. One of the things that we had talked about with Evan Dreyer, the head coach of Anderson, is that he wanted to get Jordan Davis 15 touches tonight. He felt like 15 touches would be a good number and really put his Raptors in a position to win. Empty backfield for Scout. 3-step drop. Throws over the middle, a shallow cross to Tyson Weaver out to midfield. And he's still pushing for a first down. He has the first down. Tyson Weaver at 6'2", 195 pounds, kept the legs churning and moved the chains. First and 10. Anderson going quick, another check with me back to the sideline. Empty backfield for the junior scout, who is steady at the controls. He'll keep it his own himself and has the middle of the field. Goodbye! 50-yard touchdown run, 20-7. Have mercy. The entire LaSalle defense was so preoccupied with the outside that when Scott saw the middle come wide open, he took it and ran down to daylight. That's a 7th touchdown run this year for Owen Scout. It's Maddox Snyder on it again. Point afters have been through 21-7 with 3:07 left to go here in this first half. And a fun one here in the second quarter. We'll step aside here on Spectrum News 1. 4 scores in this ball game, all coming in the second quarter. 3 of which have belonged to the top seed Anderson, and then the number 1 team in Division II in the state of Ohio has a 21-7 lead. The last touchdown took a minute 13 off the clock, 4-play drive, 72 yards, capped off by the Scout 50-yard touchdown run, his 7th touchdown run of the year. Point after's good, and the brand new score here in Forest Hills is 21-7. And now it is LaSalle that needs an answer. 21 unanswered by the home team. And a return by one of the men up to the 35-yard line. And it's McLaughlin again, who's been awfully busy tonight.
It'll be 1st and 10 Lancers.
.302 left to go, and we'll see if the passing game comes into effect here into a little extended 2-minute drill. Twins to the near side for Javier Carter. 3-step drop, throws out to the side, incomplete. Jordan Hall had an angle out to the sideline and had first down yardage, but could not handle the ball, incomplete. Right now, Anderson has figured something out both offensively and defensively in the second quarter after the lone LaSalle touchdown to start the quarter. They motion Ogden back to the right side of the line. 3-step drop, and the pass is deflected, intended for McLaughlin. Antoine Higgins might have gotten the ball on that one. Or is it Kuhn? Brady Kuhn got the big right hand on it. 6'3", 200 pounds, a senior. He is just been anointed the ECC Defensive Player of the Year. 3rd and 10. 2 straight incompletions. Deep drop with time, looking for McLaughlin, and it's picked off! This is 6! Touchdown! Gerard Lindsay, the nickelback, came in off the deflection, unofficially a 40-yard interception return for 6. It's 27-7. Have mercy. Ace Alston in coverage, got the pass breakup. Lindsay, the nickelback, right behind him, had clear sailing once he hit the 30. Here's Snyder with the point after, and good again. Another timeout, and another score for the Raptors. Their 4th touchdown of this quarter, 28-7. We'll step aside here on Spectrum News 1. A punt return for a touchdown. We've seen a pick 6 for a touchdown. And it's 28-7 here in Forest Hills. So the ball will be spotted up at the 45-yard line of LaSalle. It'll be probably a little pooch kick for Maddox Snyder. By the way, Maddox Snyder has 2 last names of Baseball Hall of Famers. Greg Maddox, Duke Snyder. You can't make this up. So you got to wonder if the Snyders are baseball fans. Here's a short kick for Snyder. It's a little grounder and recovered, and we'll see. There's a flag on the field. Hold on. With 2:44 to go. And right now, if you're Pat McLaughlin, you can't wait to get in the locker room. To be fair, it's not really been on the defense for LaSalle. They've held Anderson to 14 points, but a pick 6 and a punt return will sure change the tide. And a penalty. And it'll be against visiting LaSalle. And they'll spot the ball officially at the 30.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Lancers.
So, unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against LaSalle. At this point, I don't know why you don't go for the onside kick. Maybe you go for an onside kick here. knowing that one way or the other, the ball's going to be spotted deep in LaSalle territory. It's short, it's a squibber, and it's recovered out at the 12-yard line.
Kickoff was received by number 22, Justin Lynch.
Justin Lynch, senior linebacker, one of the upmen, recovered the ball. And it's 1st and 10 with 2:43 left to go here till halftime. Officially the 13-yard line to the line of scrimmage. Anderson's had a second quarter to remember. They outscored their opponents in this quarter 147-47. Now with the 4 scores tonight, 1 by LaSalle and 3 by Anderson, it's now 163-54. That's a plus 109 differential in the second quarter. And it's a run play. The keeper by Carter for a few yards.
Steps out of bounds.
Right now what you're trying to do is keep the clock moving, though the step out of bounds doesn't really help you in this situation.
Ball spotted at the 19-yard line.
And it's a 6-yard gain for the Lancers' leading the leading rusher, Javier Carter. 2nd and 4. They motion Woldridge into the backfield. And nothing doing on the keeper.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Brady Kuhn.
Brady Kuhn on the stop.
It's good!
Third and 5. Another check with me to the line. And now if you're LaSalle, you need something good here. You need to perpetuate a drive. Otherwise, Anderson is like a shark in the water smelling blood. And incomplete and deflected out at the 21-yard line. Kamari Ty looked like he was there. I beg your pardon. Kamari Ty might have broken that one up. It was intended for Dubzinski, and it's 4th down. 3 and out again. It's Madden back at his own 43-yard line. Bedacked at his own 5, and a little change of personnel, a little late coming on in for LaSalle. Bedacked, high angling kick. Madden watches it sail out of bounds out to the 35-yard line. They will not have another center cut kick tonight to Madden, I'm sure. With 1:47 to go. So the ball officially at the 45-yard line, a 38-yard punt. And a 2-minute drill coming up for Anderson. And again, are they sharks in the water smelling blood? Right now, it's a 3-score lead after they were down by 7, so 28 unanswered by the home team. Empty backfield for Owen Scout. Triplets to the left. Looking over the middle, throwing to the right, and it's complete on a little check down over the middle to Tyson Weaver. It's a gain of 5, all on the stop, and Anderson will go quickly to the line. Again, 3 by 2 in this setup, empty backfield, and Scout keeps it again. He broke it away for a 50-yard touchdown pass the last time. This time nowhere to go. Darion Sprague's, the stout defensive tackle, got him. 3rd down and 3 with 1:08 left to go here in this first half. Scout over the middle for Weaver, over the deep middle. 30, 20, 10, goodbye. 47 yards yards out. 34-7, have mercy. Just on a little shallow cross to Tyson Weaver. With 52 seconds left to go. Mercy. Snyder again, kicks it away and good, and now we'll head to the timeout again. 52 ticks on the clock left to go here in this first half. The Raptors have opened up a 35-7 lead, scoring 35 unanswered here in the second quarter. Here on Spectrum News 1. Three-play drive that goes 55 yards and takes 55 seconds off the clock. A 47-yard touchdown catch and run on the little shallow cross from Owen Scalf to Tyson Weaver, the point after good, and with 52 ticks on the clock left to go till halftime, it's 35-7. They're having fun here in Forest Hills tonight. Little end-over-end squibber out to the 21-yard line. Return man takes it back for a few. Is that Nick? Isaacs, or it looks like it was Lynch. Justin Lynch, the backup linebacker, for a couple of yards on the return. And LaSalle, again, just cannot wait to get to the locker room.
The ball's coming out from the 25-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Lancers.
It's been a while since we've seen a quarter like this one. 6 scores all told by two teams. And the run, it goes to Hall. He breaks it outside, out across the 30, down to the 40, to the 42-yard line. And LaSalle moving quickly to the line. It's Hall again, off right tackle. Springs to the outside, has midfield, has the 40, and across the 40. And this is a first sustained drive in a while here for LaSalle. Might want to start thinking about timeouts. We got what looks like an injured player. It looks like Hall is a little slow to get up. We have an official stop here with 32 seconds left to go. We'll hold things right here. LaSalle in the second quarter had a plus 26 point differential through second quarters all through the year. They are now minus, or at least close to it. They did score 7. So 100 points now. They've given up 35 here in the second quarter, 102 given up by the opposition. They are -2 after they were plus 26 in the second quarter in this year. That's been the story of the ball game. Hall is able to get up and go to the sideline underneath his own power. And they go triplets to the left when we resume. 32 ticks on the clock left to go. LaSalle trying to show signs of life, down by 28. Carter looking left, throwing left, and it's to Ogden. Out to the 30-yard line. He is gang tackled there. Gerard Lindsay, the nickelback, got him. And the Lancers call for a TO. With 20 seconds left to go, we'll hold things right here. Big plays have been the name of the game here in this one. A punt return for a touchdown by Mark Madden. A pick 6 by Gerard Lindsay. The last big play by Scalf to Weaver. The scoring started tonight by LaSalle. It was a drive after a turnover, and Woodridge on 4th and short, 4th and goal, punched it in from 3 yards away. Out of the timeout, it's 2nd and 3. out at the 30-yard line. LaSalle needs a score here. They motion McLaughlin. They go. It's an option pass to the right, and it is incomplete and nearly picked off. Intended for Teron Lester.
Taken from number 8, Rodney Porter. Pass is broken up by number 7, Kamari Ty.
Another pass breakup tonight by Kamari Ty. And a big gain, a big down here for LaSalle as Anderson shows blitz off the corner. Looks like Brady Kuhn was coming in from that left side. 3rd and 3 out of the 30-yard line. And a quick hitter out that way. And it's a first down. Drew Dipsinski gets a catch and move the chains, 1st and 10. Drew coming in, senior receiver with 29 receptions and 357 yards. He caught both touchdown passes a week ago against Senior to get to this game. 9 seconds left to go. You have to throw for the end zone ostensibly here. Timeout situation is fine. 1 timeout left for the Raptors, 2 for the Lancers. And now the Lancers have just taken their second. We had mentioned the last time these two schools met was a year ago in Sharonville. Anderson won that ball game, their first ever in this series, 28-21. Darrell Turner punched it in from a yard out with 3:09 left to go, and the Anderson defense held on for dear life to capture the Region 8 title. The last time the Lancers beat the Raptors in this matchup, it was the first round of the 21 playoffs, 45-21. As we had mentioned, this is the 5th meeting between the two schools. The Lancers have a 3-1 advantage. One of the things that will be a narrative in the second half will be a running clock. And we didn't think that would be the case necessarily coming into the ball game. Both teams are pretty good on defense. The Raptors, by getting the benefit of a pick 6 and a punt return for a touchdown, have upped the score by 28. Carter looking, throwing out to the right side. It is incomplete with 2 seconds left to go and a flag on the play. This will be pass interference with 2 seconds to go. Clock is down to 1 second on both sides. So the ball was intended for Nasir Salam, the multi-purpose back. He came out of the backfield on that one. It's against Anderson, and they'll spot the ball out at the 11-yard line. They will go for it, down by 28, as they go triplets to the left. And now I think we'll get another timeout. We do. It's charged to Anderson. They want to talk about it, knowing that LaSalle's kind of in a do-or-die situation right now. You got to go for 6. 3 doesn't catch you up to where you need to be quick enough. You need to go for touchdowns from here on out. We mentioned a running clock. Anderson has played in 7 running clock games this year. They're undefeated. Obviously, they've won them all. LaSalle has played in 3 such games this year. They've gone 2-1 in those games. The one loss to Moeller back in week 6. In case you're wondering, when leading at the half, this won't be the case for LaSalle tonight. They're well behind. They are 8-1 in those games when leading at the half. Their only loss coming to St. X in those situations. However, Anderson is only behind once at the halftime this year. That was week 9 against Winton Woods. So with 1 tick officially on the clock, we come out of the timeout. Twins to the left. Ogden is set up as a tight end to the left. Empty backfield for Carter. Anderson showing blitz, and a check with me again. And a big play in this ball game for LaSalle if they want to hang in this one. Snap Carter, three-step drop with time, steps up in the pocket, rolls to the right, now steps, goes to the 5, to the goal line he goes! With no time remaining in the half. What a way to score! Javier Carter from 11 yards out makes it 35-13. LaSalle really needed that one. Here's Grayson Bedacht on for the point after. The right footer puts it up and through, and we're at the halftime. What a way to end this half. And a ton of scoring tonight here in the second quarter. 7 scores as the last touchdown went 75 yards on a 7-play drive. It was the keeper to close out the quarter and the half for Javier Carter. The point after is good, and your score going to the locker room is 35-14. We'll need to catch our breath. We'll take a siesta here for halftime. When we return, we'll look back to half number 1 and look ahead to half number 2 here on Spectrum News 1. Mere moments away from the start of the second half, 35-14. Some major fireworks in the second quarter between the top seed Anderson and the 5 seed LaSalle to get 7 touchdowns in the last 12 minutes of gameplay. So it's been special here. Not really great for defenses, but boy, the offensive fireworks have been special here in this one. Let's break down the first half numbers in this one. LaSalle ran 36 plays on offense for 94 yards. They ran the ball 20 times for 68 yards. They were 5 of 16 passing for 26 yards. 2 for 10 on third downs and 1 for 1 on fourth downs. For Anderson, they ran 26 plays in the first half for 238 total yards. They ran the ball 8 times for 55 yards. Owen Scalf was 13 of 18 passing for 183 yards. Anderson was 1 for 4 on third downs and 1 for 2 on fourth downs. And we're at our score at 35-14. Before we break down the scoring back in the first half, we have one score to pass along to you right now. In the 3-7 game, and it's the 3 seed Trotwood Madison with a running clock in the third quarter. They lead the 7 seed Harrison 42-0 up in Trotwood. They'll be in the Region 8 final next week. Will it be Anderson that they'll be facing? They've got a 35-14 lead. The scoring was started off by LaSalle, however. On fourth down, Colin Woldridge from 3 yards out punched it in to make it 7-0 after the point after, with just about 11:51 left to go till halftime. The electrics really turned on. It was a 50-yard punt return for a touchdown from Mark Madden. Point after good. 8:21 left to go till halftime. 7-all. It was 14-7 on a 2-yard touchdown run by Davis. Point after good, and with 6:28 to go till halftime, it was 14-7. Then Owen Scalf found an open lane. The seas parted for 50 yards with 3:07 left to go till halftime. Point after good on a 50-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, and it was 21-7. Lindsey had a pick six for 40 yards. Point after good with 2:45 to go in this first half. 28-7, and then just about 2 minutes later, with 52 seconds left to go, for Anderson, it was Tyson Weaver on a little catch and run on a little shallow cross, and he found open space right up the gut, 47 yards. Point after good, 35-7, and the final score came just about 50 seconds later It was an 11-yard touchdown run for Javier Carter, his 8th touchdown run of the year, point after good, and we headed to the locker room, 35-14. As both teams come back out on the field, the winner of this one will take on the 3 seed Trotwood Madison. Again, as we had mentioned, it's a running clock game up in Trotwood, as Madison has a 42-0 lead over the Wildcats of Harrison. It will be Anderson to return. Thought we saw Tyson Weaver as the deep return man out at the 4-yard line. And this third quarter is afoot. Weaver comes back 5-10, angles to the sideline, 15, and rolls out of bounds. Pushed out by Ogden. And it's 1st and 10. Third quarter just getting started here for Anderson. We do have a flag on the play out at the 31-yard line. Couple flags, actually. So some conferring. And again, tonight's referee is John Henry Coughlin. He's still conferring out there out at the 30. 35-14 is your score. A long conference out there. Not seen an indication as to yet on what the flag is. And it's a personal foul against the home team.
Personal foul against Anderson.
Bring it on back.
Against LaSalle.
Oh, so offsetting penalties.
Penalties are offsetting.
So this game might become a little bit more chippy as we go along. I think when you get to this time of year, when you're a team that's very good and you see the end of your season on the horizon, it's easy to get a little bit chippy. So the ball's at the 24-yard line for Anderson, and they'll start off things 1st and 10. We'll see if they run the ball a little bit more, but they'll empty out the backfield, and a little toss out. It goes to Davis, has a seam out across the 30, and has close to first down yardage. In fact, they should move the chains. They will move the chains on a pickup of 11. As we had mentioned back in the first half, Evan Dreyer, the head coach for the Anderson Raptors, wanted Jordan Davis to get at least 15 touches tonight. And we got to stop. False start against the offense. So bring it back 5. Empty backfield for the junior quarterback, Owen Scout. Outstanding first half. And he goes to Davis. Out to the sideline, 35-40. And is undercut out there by Claude Moore. Moore's a familiar name in this game a year ago. He had the pick 6 against Justice Burnham to tie up the score initially in the second half. And it was a back and forth game after that. Scout out to the sideline. He faked the run and goes to Tyson Weaver, the recipient of the long last touchdown back in the first half for the Raptors. Salam on the stop. But move the chains, 1st and 10. Three-step drop, looking long for Weaver out of the 30, out to the 20, stop and go, and it's 1st and 10. Pick up a 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Anderson Raptors have just entered the Rental. Brought to you by our friends at Lake Plum
Anderson's back in the red zone. And the run, it is to Davis for a few. Opponents for LaSalle have entered the red zone 30 times this year, including tonight. They've scored 24 times, 7 rushing touchdowns actually going into tonight, 12 touchdowns from the air, and 5 field goals. We did see a short touchdown run by Anderson back in the first half. And this is their second go around in the LaSalle red zone. It's Davis again. He is stopped. Hayden Neff initially drew the contact first, and Colin Woldridge wrapped him up.
Stopped by Colin Woldridge.
Woldridge got the first score on the ball game for LaSalle. Twins to the far side on 3rd and 6. It's Jalick in a slot to the right. They motion Weaver to the right. And a little counter back to the left for Davis for a couple, and we'll see if they go for it on 4th down instead of trying to kick for 3.
Stop again by Colin Woldridge.
Another stop by the senior linebacker Colin Woldridge.
It's 4th down to the Raptors.
They'll kick for points, actually. Maddox Snyder, 1 for 3 on field goals. Ball spotted at the 15. The place will be at the 21. There will be a 31-yard kick. Out of the hold of Braylon Moore, and the kick is away and no good. And LaSalle appears to have dodged a bullet here in the 3rd quarter as the score remains the same, 35-14. We'll step aside for this timeout here on Spectrum News 1. So on this 31-yarder for Maddox Snyder, and LaSalle will go to action, 1st and 10 from the 20. Not much. David Malone for very little.
Stopped by 94, Arby Schweiger. 33, Tanner Holt. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Tanner Holt cleaned it up. One of the linebackers, an outstanding group for Anderson this year. Holt's in that group, Antoine Higgins, Reed Baker, Brady Kuhn. Kuhn, of course, the ECC Defensive Player of the Year with 8:05 left to go here in this 3rd. 3-step drop, 5-step drop now for Carter, looking long, and he goes to the check down, complete. Teron Lester. Or is that 5? That's Dipsinski. Dipsinski with another catch. Of course, he got LaSalle to this ball game by catching 2 touchdowns in a game in which LaSalle beat Xenia a week ago 14-7. And the keep. And a 1st down by Carter out to the 34-yard line. Little stutter go. And Mark Madden from his safety spot dropped him. But not before we move the chains. LaSalle, had they not scored at the end of the first half, would be in danger right now of a running clock. Right now it's a 3-score game, and they've got the ball. Keep by the quarterback again for a few yards. Off that left side behind Max Keefe and Matthew McAllister. Higgins on the stop for Anderson. All conference teams have been announced for the GCL-South, where LaSalle plays. Max Keefe, Hunter Ogden, Nasir Salam, and Colin Woldridge all made the GCL-South first team. A pickup of 4. By the way, the all-conference team list for Anderson a little bit more robust for the #1 team in Division II, and a little catch out to the 40-yard line. held on by Lester. Oh, I beg your pardon, it's Jordan Hall out of the backfield. So officially a pickup of, we'll call it 4. 3rd and about 2. Well, actually, it gets closer to 3. 3rd and 3, down in distance. As they motion Hall back into the backfield. And Hall has it out to the right side. Breaks, contain, out to the 50 and has a first down. Jordan Hall has been a breath of fresh air. Junior running back who also plays safety, moves the chains. Get a stoppage in play. An injured player out on the field for Anderson, and we'll step aside here too. 5:50 left to go here in the 3rd. 35-14 Anderson here on Spectrum News 1. The OHSAA State Championships return to Canton and to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium once again. Join Spectrum News 1, your exclusive home of the OHSAA Championships, beginning on Thursday, December 4th, for coverage of all 7 title games through Saturday, December 6th. It's all on Spectrum News 1, your home for high school sports. Both teams back out on the field after the injury timeouts. And play number 7 for LaSalle on this drive. A run into the line for Jordan Hall. As we had mentioned towards the beginning of the ball game, Hall had picked up or rushed the ball 9 times. He hadn't seen a lot of rushing action prior to last week against Xenia, so he's seen a lot of the work here in the late minutes. After a pickup of 2. Carter looking right, throwing right, complete to the right to McLaughlin. Out to the 35-yard line, move the chains. They go quickly and they throw this one out of bounds. Carter had nothing on that right side.
Carter's pass in front of number 1, Jack McLaughlin.
So that was one opportunity where going fast really did not help the offensive squad. So incomplete out to the right side with 5:02 frozen on the clock. And it's 2nd and 10. Twins to each side. 5-step drop for Carter. Looking long, throwing long, the home run out to the sideline. And it is incomplete out on the sideline. Kamari Ty, another pass breakup. Boy, he has been special tonight. LaSalle goes right to the line on 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Another check with me. LaSalle on 3rd down at 49.5% this year, though on 3rd down opportunities back in the first half, just 2 of 10. Carter rolls left, throws over the middle, complete out of the 20-yard line. Outstanding catch for the backup wide receiver, Tyler Roby. Move the chains. And they go quickly to the line. Carter gives. It's the running back. It's Hall again for a couple.
Salam, the ball carrier.
Beg your pardon, it's Salam and not Jordan Hall. So Salam a little bit of a change of pace back. He does catch the ball a little bit more than David Malone or Jordan Hall out of the backfield. So he picks up a few, officially 4 on the play, and the quarterback, play action with time. Now runs out of time, rolls to the left. He's going to have to throw it away.
Carter's pass floats out of bounds. Raptors fans, it's good.
Looked like it was Lester out on that far side. Kamari Ty's out on that side too, and tonight he's been special. You can't get anything past him. 3rd and 6. They empty out the backfield. Carter looks for the end zone, now throws to the middle, and it's broken up out of the 5-yard line, and now we've got a flag coming in afterwards. Intended for McLaughlin.
Tony flying on the play. Pass interference on the Raptors.
So move the chains.
Ball spotted at the 8-yard line.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 8-yard line officially, 1st and goal. On the 14th play of this drive for LaSalle. Hand. It's Woldridge inside the 5 and short of the goal line. He's been the short yardage back here in this setup. He scored the first touchdown of the night. He's in the backfield with Carter. And they go again with Woldridge, and this time Anderson pushes him back, no gain. Forward progress was stopped right around the 4.
Stopped by Anderson's Brady Kuhn.
Brady Kuhn on the stop. Triplets to the right. We'll see if it's a run-pass option for the quarterback, with Woldridge in the backfield with Javier Carter. And the throw to the right. McLaughlin has the end zone for the score. 35-20 as LaSalle has responded. 4-yard touchdown pass. It's the first touchdown pass tonight, make it 11 on the season for Javier Carter. The kick is away and good. And we got a brand new ball game with 3:13 left to go here in the third. 35-21, the Raptors still hold the lead here on Spectrum News 1. LaSalle's got some fight left in them. They just scored from 4 yards out on a touchdown pass from Javier Carter to Tyler McLaughlin. Point after is good, and the brand new score here in Forest Hills is 35-21. 16-play drive that went 80 yards. It took 5.5 minutes off the clock. Return man, Weaver, nowhere to go! Dropped at the 11-yard line. Big stop out there by Colin Woldridge.
Brought down by number 21, Colin Woldridge. It's 1st and 10 Raptors.
So with 3:07 left to go here in this third quarter, it's become a brand new ball game. Anderson on their lone possession could not score the first time around. They get the ball back, and it's Davis out across the 15. Good yards on first down.
Makari Isaacs and Claude and Jordan Hall.
Jordan Hall on the stop, got some help from Isaacs. And they go to the left side for a first down. Jalek gets a catch and move the chains. Teagan, of course, played a year ago, was injured for a good part of the season. His older brother, Trace, was a senior in last year's club, gained 1,900 yards. And scored 20 touchdowns on that team that was just a minute away from winning a state championship.
The game is 6-7-4.
The run play gives Anderson 6. Second, and we'll call it 4 with 2:14 to go. It's Jalek and Weaver out to the right. Weaver's in the slot to the right. And the give. Davis has a first down across the 35, where he's stopped by Wooldridge.
Brought down by Colin Wooldridge. Good play.
We'll see if Anderson starts to establish the running game and start melting the clock, because that's one more opponent that LaSalle needs to overcome. They need to overcome the opponent on the field, but they also need to overcome the clock. And the keeper by Scalf into the line for a couple of yards.
Owen Scalf on a quarterback keeper.
Owen is considered faster than his older brother Griffin, who played here for Anderson a few years ago. Goes with the flow, less emotional than a lot of quarterbacks or players in general. And he really got the attention of Evan Dreyer when he set the tone in summer camp this year. Owning the has it across the 45 and has the first down. Salam on the stop, but move the chains again. So the running game starting to take effect here for the Raptors in the late minutes. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Another run. Davis off the left end. Got a good seal block on that side by Bram Hermans. And you're now starting to see the recipe here for Evan Dreyer. You've got a 2-score lead against a tough opponent. A pickup of 3 at 2nd and 7. They motion Davis, the keeper by Scalf, up the middle, out to the 40, short of the first down, but a flag in the offensive backfield. Hall on the stop, but it's going to come back. So movement on the line by the Raptors, and we'll bring it back. Again, the winner of this one will take on the winner of the 3-7 game, and it's going to be Trotwood-Madison. At last check, up big in a running clock game in the third quarter, 42-0. Winner of this game will take on the Rams. Evan Dreyer calling his team out to the sideline, and we've got to stop in play, or will we just let the clock expire? No, he sends him back out on the field. Full complement of timeouts for both teams. They put in a big back. Michael Bayer into the backfield. So a little power that they're running, and the quarterback keeping the third back through short of the first down as the clock expires here in this third. We've had a fun one tonight here in Forest Hills. 35-21 Anderson, the 1 seed leading the 5 seed Lancers, with one more quarter to go here on Spectrum News 1. Switch sides of the field in the all-important fourth quarter as the Raptors will attack the South red zone and go left to right. Third and 10. And the Lancers really need to stop here. Scalf under pressure and is dropped out of the 42-yard line. Rodney Portis, the linebacker, went and got him. Now what do you draw up here on 4th down? See where forward progress ended up being. It's well inside the 50, back towards the, what looks like the 43-yard line. They need the LaSalle 38 for the line to gain.
On the play,
Intentional grounding, so a loss of down. And that's what the conferring was all about. I thought he dropped a knee and was officially sacked. Instead, he got the ball away, but with no receiver in sight, it's 4th down. And they're going to spot the ball at the 38-yard line. And we'll see if this is a quick kick punt, because they need the opposing 38 or 24 more yards, and it is a quick boot. Scalp, inside the 20, down to the 10, and a heck of a punt as it turns out. Sometimes special teams is a best friend, as this one rolls dead at the 8-yard line. 54 yards, a couple of 50-yarders tonight for Owen Scalp on punting the ball. And with 11:39 left to go, LaSalle has life. They may have life. They may be on life support, to be fair, because you need a quick score at some point. 11:39 is a lot of time, especially with a full complement of timeouts for both teams. But with what Anderson was showing in the last drive, the willingness to melt the clock, if they get the ball back, you can rest assured that they're going to be running. Edwards on the stop on 1st down after a 2-yard pickup by Hall. It's 2nd and 8. Clock's moving at 11:17 left to go in LaSalle's season. Twins to each side. It's Ogden in a slot to the left, and they empty out the backfield. Looking right is Carter, throwing, and it is complete out there, out to the far side for a 1st down. So Salam out of the backfield. He motioned out and found clear sailing up the seam, and it moved the chains. 1st and 10. A pickup of 12. Again, Twins to the left. And the quarterback rolling, throwing, out to the safety valve for a 1st down. And rumbling down out towards the 40-yard line. Ogden for 20. They set him up on the left side the last time. They put him on the right, and he was a safety valve waiting for the ball. And they move quickly to the line, 1st and 10. And it's Salam caught up in the backfield. Reed Baker went and got him, 2nd and 11. And the run, it's Salam, and he cannot get anywhere. Dropped this time by the Defensive Player of the Year in the ECC, Brady Kuhn. No gain, it's 3rd and 11, and they're rushing to the line. Twins to the left, it's Ogden in the slot, and Anderson showing blitz on the reset. They'll motion Ogden back to the right. It's Jordan Hall in the backfield with the quarterback, Javier Carter, on 3rd and 10. 3-step drop, 5-step drop, looking long, down the sideline, and incomplete. Intended out there for Teron Lindsay and broken up by Ace Austin. 6-on-6 damage, and Anderson rolled 6 and got the 7. No snake eyes on that one for the Raptors. So 4th and 10. The offense is still on the field. LaSalle with Carter stepping up, rolling left, has some space out there, has the 1st down across midfield. That was gutty. When you need to have it, Javier Carter picked it all up. Pick up a 14. Carter will take it himself, off the right side for a couple of yards. Just a little change of pace and a reset behind McAllister and Rega. Edwards on the stop. The senior defensive lineman for Anderson. Second down. We'll call it 9. 2nd and 9. Carter on a half roll right, throws to the right, and complete out to the right, but nowhere to go past that. And a big stick by Kamari Todd. Officially a pickup of 1 on the pass play, 3rd and 8. Doesn't get any easier for LaSalle. 3-step drop. Carter wanted to let it fly, now looking down the field, out of the pocket, will launch out to the sideline, incomplete, threw it away. You live to fight another day on that one. And another 4th down. Your best play if you're LaSalle might be to go 5 wide and let Javier Carter be a runner if he sees nothing down the field. Flags on the field. Came in from both sidelines. Offsides on the defense. And boy, if you're Evan Dreyer, you don't love that. Ball's at the 41, they need the 38, 3-step drop, Carter steps up, looking left, flag on the field, looking, throwing, completing out of the 30-yard line, pending the flag with the completion to McLaughlin. Jack McLaughlin picks it up, but it's the Lancers that's holding, and it'll come back. That is a massive penalty.
First down, Raptors.
A little bit of a discussion on who this belongs to. We see 1st and 10 up on the board.
Accepted. Remains 4th down.
So Anderson will take the penalty. It's 4th and 13. Out in LaSalle territory, out of the 49-yard line. They need the Anderson 38 for the line to gain. With 8:18 left to go here in this ball game. And another big 4th down for LaSalle. 3 to the left. Dipsinski out on the left side with Ogden in the middle. With Teron Lester closest to you. Low snap, Carter 3-step drop, throws, it is complete, out to McLaughlin again for a 1st down. Are you kidding? Move the chains out to the 35-yard line. So McLaughlin picked up the last 1st down before the penalty. He picks it up again this time. Quick snap, throw back to the right. And it looks like McLaughlin again out of the 31-yard line. Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. McLaughlin's been awfully busy. It's Lester in a trio out to the left, again with Ogden and Dipsinski. 3-step drop, looking left. Wants it all, looking for the touchdown, and it's incomplete and a flag. Lester had one-on-one on the outside, had the edge, was tripped up from behind. We see the reaction from the Anderson faithful here. They don't like the call, but it looked like pass interference all the way from up here. So they'll spot the ball at the 15-yard line on a big, big penalty. It's Lester left with Dipsinski inside of him on the left. 7:22 to go here in the fourth. Carter, a little indecision, rolls right and falls down for a loss. We got another look on our own replay, and it was pass interference as clear as day. 2nd and 13 after the 3-yard loss. Whatever the play was set up to the right, it broke down in a hurry, and Carter had to eat it. 6:52 to go here in the fourth. Empty out the backfield. Carter looking down the middle, now looking left. Rolls half left, throws a rocket, and caught, touchdown! Drew Dipsinski makes it a one-score game here in Forest Hills. My, oh my!
Game here. How about that? 35-27, 6:38 left in the game. The Jackson
A big point after coming up. Grayson Bedeck out of the hold of Jack McLaughlin. And the kick is up and through. 35-28. We got a barn burner here in Forest Hills. Timeout on the field. We'll come back with more here on Spectrum News 1. We got you a ball game here in Forest Hills. 35-28. The Raptors holding on for dear life. Here's the kickoff by Bedeck. End over end taken at the 2. Return man up to the 15, and he will not make the 20. Woldridge in on the stop, and he got a lot of help out there from Tyler Johnson. 15-play drive. It went 92 yards, 5 minutes, 1 second off the clock. The touchdown, the second touchdown throw from Javier Carter. This one went to Drew Dipsinski from 15 yards out. The point after is good. And boy, we got a brand new ball game here at 35-28. And if you're Anderson, you cannot go conservative. You need first downs. So the ball's at the 16-yard line. Quarterback keeping it across the 20. Good yards on first down for Owen Scout. Sprague's on the stop. As we had mentioned, Owen's older brother Griffin was a quarterback for Anderson for 3 years, from 2020 to 22, completing 66% of his passes and hitting on 76 touchdowns. 3-step drop. Scaff looking and finds Weaver for a first down across the 35 before he's pushed out. Salam on the stop, but not before they move the chains. So to finish up the point on Scaff's older brother, he passed for 8,714 yards. Griffin is just halfway to the touchdown mark, and the screen blown up.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. We'll finish the point on Scout, the Scout brothers in a minute. 2nd and 12, and the quarterback keeping it. Back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe another yard more. So Owen Scout's older brother Griffin has 76 career touchdown passes. Coming into this ball game, Owen was just about halfway to that career mark that Griffin established, but has a school record of his own from earlier this year. 7 touchdowns in one game that came against the Knights back in week 5. Under 5 to play on 3rd and 8. The Raptors need the 46 for the line to gain. A big play here on 3rd down. 3-step drop. Throwing the home run for Weaver. He has it. Out on the 45-yard line. A one-on-one ball out there out on that far side as he beat Nikari Isaacs to the ball. a hurry. 4.5 to play as they go right to the line. The check with me back to the head coach, Evan Dreyer. And now they'll move Davis back into the backfield. Actually, now move him into the slot to the right. Empty backfield for Scaff. A run-pass option to be short here, given the way the second half has gone. And he'll keep it himself, has a hole across the 40, and we did say the run was coming, and he picks up 6. Rod Moore on the stop with 4 to play. If you're LaSalle, you need a stop just to get the ball back. And this one's coming down to the wire, similar to a year ago in the Region 8 final in Sharonville. 4 to the right. The lone receiver is Brody Potter to the left, and they go to the right. A little screen is blown up. Jalen got it. And it was blown up by Colin Woldridge. The Lancers have called for a timeout. We'll step aside. 3:32 to go here in a barn burner here in Forest Hills. 35-28 here on Spectrum News 1. .34 to go, coming out of the timeout on 3rd and 9. This is a big set of downs right here and a big down right here for Anderson. It's Weaver in a slot to the left. Three-step drop with time. Now throws out to the right, and it's nearly picked off out of the 30-yard line. Nasir Salam has been everywhere tonight, and he nearly had the turnover. And if you're Anderson, you probably really need to see if you can pin LaSalle back to the shadow of their own end zone. But they're going to show like they're going to go for it. They've had 2 punts tonight after only having 3 all season. Let's see what we get here on 4th down. They need the 34 for the line to gain. And it is a short punt. Scaff lands this one at the 10, and this one comes back and rolls backward to the 10. A 24-yard punt and 90 yards left to go for LaSalle to tie up a game in which they were down by 4 scores back in the first half. During our quick step away, I nodded over to our videographer, Mark Kennedy, and I looked at him and mouthed the word overtime, and he looked at me like, you don't know what you're talking about. But you never know with 90 yards left to go, and the team down by 7 has the ball. Does Javier Carter have more magic left? The throw, Ogden for 4 yards.
Stop was made by Anderson's Jerron Lindsay.
The nickelback Jerron Lindsay made the stop. 2nd and 6, 3 minutes to go. 3-step drop, now rolls left and now drops out of the 1-yard line. No sign of a safety. 4 progress back to the 2 or 3-yard line. That's a big play for the home team with 2:33 and counting left to go here in this 4th. Here's the throw, a long shot down the field, and it is intercepted out at the 40-yard line. Kamari Ty has had a hell of a night. A one-on-one ball down on the sideline, and with 2:15 left to go, one-on-one ball down the sideline, but Ty had the inside track on a ball that was thrown to the inside. And a big turnover here in this ball game. And right now you're looking to run down the clock if you're Anderson. They're holding on to it. Is it a turnover? The ball come out at the 44-yard line. No indication of it having come out, though the LaSalle bench got up and thought they had it. And it's a couple-yard loss on the play. Well, you're going the wrong way on that one. I know you want to maintain possession and keep the clock rolling, but that's a big loss on the play of 7. If you're Evan Dreyer, maybe you're thinking on second down, you go up top. On 2nd and 17 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. And maybe you don't need a touchdown if you go up top. However, you need to reestablish field position. You're well behind the chains right now on 2nd and long, and a timeout. Charge to Anderson. And we will step aside. 1:28 left to go here in this ball game. 35-28. Anderson holding on here on Spectrum News 1. Friday nights are for high school football, from the regular season to the playoffs and all the way to the state championship games. Spectrum News 1 is the place. Spectrum News 1, your television home for high school sports. It's been fun one. It's been a fun one here tonight. 1:28 left to go out of the timeout. The keeper by Scalp up the middle has initial room and dropped at the 40-yard line. And now you got to start thinking about timeouts if you're LaSalle. So an official stop with 1:21 frozen on the clock. Timeout. It's charged to LaSalle.
Timeout Lancers.
They have 1 remaining. The Lancers head coach, Pat McLaughlin, played quarterback at Moeller and at the University of Dayton, where his son, Pat Jr., now plays. He returned to Moeller as an assistant from 2006 to 2014. His first head coaching assignment was at Reading for 2 years before starting in 2014, a year at Princeton, before moving on to LaSalle in 2017. McLaughlin won the GCL-South title and the Division II state title in 2019. He's looking to survive and advance back to the Region 8 final. Raptors need to evaporate 81 seconds to prevent that. To be fair, they're down by 7. A touchdown and an extra point would only tie up a ball game right now. And a big third down right now on 3rd and 13 out at the 40-yard line. They need the 27 for the line to gain. And the toss backwards, and a backward pass, and it's caught down the field by Jalen. Out close to the first down. Watch for the option pass. Braden Moore got it on the backward pass, flipped it down the field to Jalen and moved the chains. A gutty call out of the timeout. That's not the nail in the coffin yet for LaSalle, but that may be.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a reminder at the conclusion of the game, please do not enter the playing field.
What a gutty game by Evan Dreyer and his crew tonight. They scored all 35 of their points in the second quarter. Nothing. They've been held to nothing in this second half and are holding on by the skin of their teeth. Evan Dreyer in his 10th year with this program at 96-28, looking to go back to yet another Region 8 final. And he'll take a knee. And that's it. That that is the nail in the coffin as Anderson moves on. A beauty here tonight in Forest Hills. Anderson improves to 12-0. The number one team in the region and in the state advances to the Region 8 final for yet another year, the third straight year, looking to get back to state for the third straight year. And the LaSalle Lancers finish up their season at 9-4. What a finish. The only two scores of the second half came from LaSalle. They scored the last one on the final second of the first half and then scored two more and came up just short as the Raptors ran off 35 straight points in about an 11-minute span in the second quarter, and somehow it was enough. Game took 2 hours and 39 minutes, and it became a nail-biter as we drove further into the fourth quarter. And again, the Raptors hold on, and they'll face the 3 seed Trotwood Madison for the Region 8 final next week. Let's give you a quick scoring rundown here in this ball game. On fourth down with 11:51 left to go in the first half, Colin Woldridge scored on a 3-yard run on fourth down. At point after good, LaSalle drew the quick 7-0 lead. A couple drives later is a 50-yard touchdown return on a punt for Mark Madden with 8:21 left to go in the half. It was 7-7 at that point. Anderson then took the lead on a 2-yard touchdown run by Davis, point after good, 14-7 with 6:28 to go in the half. It was Scaff with a 50-yard touchdown run right up the gut with 3:07 to go in the half. Point after good, 21-7. And a touchdown pass to Tyson Weaver for 47 yards. Beg your pardon, there was a score before that. It was a Lindsay 40-yard pick six off the interception with 2:45 to go in the first half, 28-7. And what ended up being the game winner was a 47-yard touchdown pass on a little shallow cross up the middle. Weaver found himself in the middle. No one was in front of him, and he marched all the way down for the score. Point after good, 35-7. The last 3 scores of the ball game came by LaSalle with no time remaining in the first half. It was an 11-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Javier Carter. Point after good, 35-14 as we went to the locker room. Then it was a McLaughlin touchdown reception from Javier Carter from 4 yards out with 3:13 left to go in the third to make it 35-21. And the final score of the game, the touchdown pass from Carter to Dzinski, the second touchdown pass tonight by Carter, point after good, 35-28. But it was after that, Anderson holding on, and perhaps an unsung play of the night, the little backward pass that went to Braden Moore, and he flicked it out to Tegan Jalick for the first down to seal the deal. And that's your final tonight, 35-28. And again, the Anderson Raptors at 12-0 will now face the 3 seed Trotwood Madison next week for the Region 8 final. We'd like to give thanks to our executive producer tonight, Rob Coons, our producers, Jeff Hitzman and Mike McKeever. Again, in a game that took 2 hours and 39 minutes, and boy, did we have an excellent one here in Forest Hills tonight. As Anderson wins it 35-28, they improved to 12-0, and the Lancers end their season at 9-4. From Mark Kennedy, I'm Geoff Kim. Good night from Forest Hills.